Hello, this is Stan Dubin, and welcome to the Hiring Tips Podcast. The name of this tip is Take Him for a Tour. Let's say you're hiring an office manager. Fred has shown up for his interview and has office manager experience. How do we know how experienced Fred is? Well, we can take Fred for a tour of the office. Here's how it would go. You take Fred to the reception area and you say, "Fred, we've received a few complaints in the last couple of weeks about the receptionist. How would you address this?" Now, ideally, you would not say this so the receptionist could hear you, unless you have indeed had those complaints and you'd like to see how Fred would handle this. Fred then either tells you how he'd handle this or gets right in there and talks to the receptionist to sort things out. Moving along, you head over to billing. You tell Fred, "Billing revenues have been down for 3 weeks running, Fred. How would you handle this?" And Fred tells you what he'd do. The next stop on the tour is a room that has maybe 2 or 3 people in it. The room itself is somewhat disorganized, perhaps a bit dirty. It's just not an ideal work environment. It's not super obvious, but it wouldn't take a keen eye to see this. And so you say, "Fred, what do you notice about this room that is not optimum?" And Fred responds. Hopefully for Fred, he's able to see what is out of place or not optimum. As I'm sure you can imagine, there are quite a few ways you can employ this idea. Taking the candidate for this type of tour will give you insights that you would not get with a routine interview. Use it well. The Hiring Tips is brought to you by the Employee Testing Center. We have an employee testing service that will help you hire better staff. It's very accurate, easy to understand, and delightfully affordable. Watch our 3-minute video at getbetterstaff.com. That's getbetterstaff.com. Our podcast does not represent legal advice. Employment law can vary from state to state. So please consult an attorney familiar with the law that applies to the area where your business is located for any legal questions specific to your company. Thanks for listening.